I've really enjoyed doing the ASQ project. Um, I work currently at Head Start, and we do actually use an ASQ to screen all the children that are accepted into the program. We have their parents take a parent questionnaire, so a little bit different than the one that we used, but nonetheless, same idea. So I thought it was interesting to kind of use it myself and be more of the child development specialist side of things, because that currently is my position at work. But I do think it was kind of a helper to me to be able to understand that, oh, this really is pertinent to the children and to their growth and development, to their overall well-being, and can really give you insight into what where they are developmentally, and also insight into the different aspects of the multidimensional approach that we take as social workers, so biophysical, psychological, and social. So I think the implications of social work are really important, and it is important to understand your child's development as a social worker if you're working with children, because understanding the development, like I said, helps us to see into what may have affected that development, whether that was a traumatic experience, whether that is lack of a social support, neglect, any of those things. It's really important to understand where their background is, what has happened to them in their life, and the things that have affected them and their growth and development, because those experiences, our life experiences, our interactions with other people, with our caregivers, really do affect our life. So that was interesting to me, and I think that those are the implications, and they are very important. And I do think that the ASQ is a good tool to use, especially when in regards to development. I thought that it was pretty thorough, and the parents were able to understand it well. I think that the majority, at least for the people that I work with here in Utah, where I am currently, I work with a lot of Hispanic families, and I thought it was understandable and easy to read and to apply, and to apply to their child specifically. So I thought that was great. And I think that in order to understand more fully their development and growth and take a more multidimensional approach, kind of like we did, it is important that you include in your ASQ survey or after some multidimensional assessment questions. So that's sort of what we did with our project, right? Kind of going deeper into the biological, psychological, and social aspects of their lives and the things that have happened to them. So I felt like after doing the ASQ, I felt like, okay, I need to dive deeper, because I can understand their development, their fine motor, their gross motor, the communication, social skills, those sorts of things, but I still needed more, I felt like. So that was interesting as well, to see that. And I did feel like I learned a lot from this experience. First of all, that it is important to be on the same page as your client and the parents of your client if you're working with children. And I think that doing a screening and getting to know them through interview questions is one of the ways that you can do that. Another thing that I learned is that understanding development of a child, even those few questions that were asked in the ASQ, I feel like those questions prompted me to know where to go with my biopsychosocial assessment, which was really interesting. And I can see why, even in an intake at a mental health facility, someone would want to use an ASQ, because development is connected to biopsychosocial well-being, and we can see into the different aspects of someone's life because of the developmental stage that they're at. So I thought that that was really interesting. I do feel like I learned a lot during this project, and I'm glad that we were able to do it. I felt like it really gave us the opportunity to get in the field, talk to people, and really make our own assessment of where someone is according to the multidimensional approach. So